I woke up this morning and decided to platinum different games, so you don't have to. The game I decided to start with, which I knew nothing about at the time, is the Ghost of Tsushima. I broke up the platinum trophy into 3 parts, the first part being the main story, the second is traveling the map, and the third is all of the hidden trophies. And with all that being said, let the platinum trophy commence. Our main story begins with the lead character, the protagonist, the hero, Jin Sakai. The game starts off between a war between the Mongols and the samurai. The Mongols end up crushing the samurai and taking their leader, which ends up being Jin's uncle. After getting knocked down in the heat of battle, Jin wakes up not knowing where he is or where his katana went. He then stumbles across a nearby village which is being ransacked by the Mongols and runs into a woman named Yuna. Yuna was the one that healed him after he had gotten knocked out, and Yuna and him both together go to recover his sword. After a little bit of searching for the katana, we finally found it. We then make our way out of the village without being seen and go to a nearby stable. We then get to pick what horse we want to have for the game. Oh, let's go, first trophy. Recover the katana of Clan Sakai. Jin then decides to go rescue his captured uncle right in the heart of the Mongolian base. After defeating all of the enemies in our way, we are then approached at the front gates of the encampment by the Mongolian leader himself. We have a little duel on top of the bridge, and let's just say it does not go that well for us. We wake up on the nearby coastline somehow alive, where we are then told to follow the wind. Following the wind brings us directly to Yuna, where she then describes that her brother was captured by the Mongols and how we need to protect him and how he could be an asset to us to free my uncle. While looking for her brother, we stumble upon a tiny Mongol encampment, hoping that maybe they have taken her brother prisoner here, and this is where he is located. We search the area as quietly as possible, and sadly, he is nowhere to be seen. We do, however, stumble across a lone prisoner.
There, a prisoner. Taka? Let's find out. No, it's not Taka.
We'll still let him out. This prisoner describes that he's a part of a group called the Straw Hats and that he did recently see her brother passing by and where to find him. Second trophy, break your code to help a new friend. From there we split up from Yuna to seek more help to help free her captured brother. We then stumble across an old friend who so happens to be the leader of the Straw Hats. He explains to us that the people in his group will vow their loyalty to Jin as long as he can help give them food because they are low on provisions. They then plan an attack on a nearby Mongol base, which is planned for a little bit in the future. We then go meet back up with Yuna, where she claims that she has found her captured brother. We then enter another Mongol encampment, we do a little bit of snooping around, and we eventually come across her brother. Okay. We then take her brother and escape the base before them realizing that he is gone. They then discuss their next plan of action, where they discuss going to a nearby village where there is a forge where her brother can craft Jin a grappling hook to get into the main Mongol base to free his uncle. Another one. Rescue Taka from Mongol captivity. We arrive at the nearby village, which is once again being ransacked by Mongols, and I accidentally stumble upon the 4th trophy. Successfully stagger enemies 50 times. After we finish eradicating the village of all of the Mongols and their leader, we then unlock the ability to upgrade our sword with the forge. From here, we return to the Straw Hat Ronin, where we promise him that we would help attack a nearby Mongol encampment. We scout out the base to look for the best area to attack and for any weaknesses, and after successfully spotting those weaknesses, they attack head-on, crushing any Mongol that is in their path. And after the battle was over, the Straw Hat Ronins vowed their allegiance to Jin to help save his uncle when we attack the main Mongol base. Company of Wolves. Recruit the Straw Hat Ronin. Now that we have a couple of allies on our side, it is finally time to attack the Mongols' main camp. We go over our attack plan to figure out how to infiltrate the base and rescue Jin's uncle. The plan is then put into motion, and our goal is to scale the base with the grappling hook, and once inside, sneak around to not alert the enemies immediately. We find our way to the main gate and open it up to let the rest of our team in. Once inside, a full-blown battle takes place where we swiftly put an end to it, only to find the Straw Hat Ronin who never showed us to help raid the base. He says that he didn't show up because the Khan put a bounty on Jin's head that he could not refuse, thus betraying us. As we all know, samurai are not too keen on traitors, so we end up having a quick duel where we wound him, not trying to kill him, but trying to convince him that he doesn't need to do what he's doing. He then proceeds to alert the enemies of our location and scurries away like a little rat. We continue our march up to the main place in the encampment where we find our uncle on the top floor, only to have realized that the Khan had fled north and abandoned ship. Oh baby. Free Lord Shimura from the Khan's clutches. With the enemy moving positions and strengthening his army, Jin and his uncle talk about their next plan of action, where they decide that they need to build an army of their own before they attack the Khan next. From there, I leave my uncle to start organizing an army which is scattered throughout the whole land. And so it happens on my travels, I accidentally ran upon another trophy. Hey, it's blinding. What is this? Discover Upi Cove. Okay, another one in the books. We stumble across a fortress named Yarikawa, where after talking to the townspeople, we are notified that there are Mongols who are approaching their front gate. They claim that they are going to take over the fortress with sword and fire and claim it as their own. We make it our goal to protect the fortress, where we set up multiple lines of defense. The enemies then raid Yarikawa, where after some time of fighting and going back and forth, we finally defeat them, where we then come face to face with their leader, who we then have a little one-on-one duel, where we end up defeating him, and then this happened. Oh! Wow.
Invaders! Look! This will be your fate!
Damn.
People of Yarikawa!
Now what you just saw was an ability called Ghost Dance, which I just unlocked, where you strike fear into the enemy and go a bit crazy for a little bit. We then gave a motivational speech to the townspeople after our victory, and they agreed to aid us in war against the Khan. Another one. Leader of the people. Rally the peasants of Yarikawa. After leaving Yarikawa, we return home to our birthplace to get the armor that was our father's. We are greeted by our old caretaker, who thought we were dead. We then go on a walk with her where we are ambushed by enemies, and I once again stumble across a trophy. Witness protection. Shoot a terrified enemy with an arrow while they are fleeing. We then get another trophy immediately after we leave our caretaker. Another trophy. Recover your father's armor. We then meet up with Yuna and her brother, where they say that they are leaving the mainland to start a new life and to escape the war before one of them ends up dead. We depart from them going to the Mongol base, where we decide to scout it out to find out information. Yuna's brother then turns up, claiming that he does not want to leave and he wants to help us fight. He says that if we want, he can create a distraction for us so that we can attack the base, which he does by taking his horse and making a lot of noise and making them follow him out. We then enter the base, defeating any enemies in our way, and once we are inside, we come across the Strong Hat Ronin again. We try to reason with him, when we then get snuck up from behind and knocked out. We wake up finding ourselves tied up against a post with Yuna's brother right across from us. The Khan himself then greets us and gives Yuna's brother a chance to save himself by killing me. He decides against it by turning on the Khan, and let's just say that was not a smart decision. Okay, well, you messed up.
Stop! I'll tell you that!
And then, well, he then proceeds to take his head.
For you.
What?
What's up, guys? Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
That man just ripped that guy's head off.
Yep, it's because
Look!
we have the best content here, so make sure you subscribe. You won't see this type of anywhere else, guys, so make sure you subscribe.
Where's his head? The Khan leaves us for a second, where we are then able to escape our ties and find our gear and kill anyone who is around us. Yuna shows up shortly after, asking where her brother went. She then sees him and what had transpired and asks if he was at least brave at the end. We then finish destroying the enemies in the location and achieve another trophy. Oh, dying embers. Another one. Eradicate the traitors in the name of a fallen friend. We return to my uncle's base, where another samurai clan shows up saying that they are ready to go to war with us. Then, with the aid of them and the townspeople of Yarikawa, we march up to the main enemy stronghold, where we bust open the door and start another war with the Mongols. I ended up getting a trophy while fighting some enemies there. Oh dang, that is cool. Killed 20 enemies with ghost dance strikes. We then reached the main bridge that led to the center of the base, where the enemies sent a horse strapped with explosives onto the bridge, which blew up, destroying it and blocking a path for us to enter. We decide then to take it upon ourselves to destroy the Mongols, now that no one else can attack them with the bridge being gone. Our uncle disagrees with us, saying that there's no way that one man can kill them all, and tells us not to go, even though we decide against them. We grapple around their base, and once inside, we find their water and food supplies by sneaking around and then poisoning it. The Mongols drink their provisions and are immediately affected by the poison, killing them. We enter the main building, finding the Straw Hat Ronin again, where he explains that the Khan has once again fled north. We have our final duel with him, where this time we defeat him and kill him. We are greeted outside by Jin's uncle and the army, where he then proceeds to get angry at us for poisoning all of the enemies, as that is not part of the samurai code. We argue back, saying that we are no samurai anymore, but we are the Ghost of Tsushima, and we follow by our own rules, where he then takes us prisoners for disobeying the code. Yeah, give me that trophy, give me that trophy. The ghost, embrace your new identity. While in jail, we manage to escape with the help of a friend. We sneak around to our horse, where we are caught at the last second, but still narrowly escape, even though they mortally wound my horse. We then go north where the Khan was said to be, before my horse gives out on me after receiving too many wounds. After burying our horse, we proceed north. We meet up with Yuna, where we find a nearby stable and get another horse. Then we go to meet up with some allies, where we all agree to help destroy the Khan once and for all. Exiled Alliance. Reunite with your allies in the frozen north. From here, we go to scout out the Khan's camp, where we realize that we are going to need reinforcements if we are to fight the Mongols. Jin goes back to his uncle's castle, sneaks in, and leaves a message for him saying to set his pride aside and help them finish the Khan off once and for all. Jin returns to the Mongols' base, where they start their attack on the enemies, and I once again stumble across a random trophy. Let's go. Learn the stone, water, wind, and moon combat stances. To briefly describe that trophy, there are 4 different stances on how you attack your enemies, one for each different type of enemy. Finally, we come face to face with the Khan and have an actual duel. The fight takes a while, which I hope it would, considering that this is the final boss fight, but eventually we get the best of him and end him once and for all. Come on.
Another will come.
Look at me.
Will be remembered.
Look at me.
No, you will be forgotten.
We then meet back up with Yuna and go back to our camp. How can it end? Confront the Khan. Now let's go talk to Uncle. I then got a message where my uncle wanted to meet with me and talk things over. We met, went on a walk, setting aside our differences, and had a happy ending. Is how it should have went. In reality, he could not set aside his pride. We ended up having a duel where I was given the option to spare or kill him. And let's just say I put the old man out of his misery. Oh. I have to hold him down? That's tough. Okay, whatever. Sorry, Unc. Yikes. Look at me. I don't know if I want to accept the burden of my new mantle. After we killed our uncle, we moved to the middle of nowhere, get ourselves a nice fancy little shed. This is our house? This is what we got. Are you absolutely joking me? What an ending. This part of the Platinum Trophy has to deal with everything that takes exploring the map and everything it has to offer. The first trophy I encountered was opening up 10 gifts, which are basically just free handouts that you get throughout the course of the main story. The next trophy I got was a complete accident while I was exploring, but it requires you to get 30 pieces of vanity items, which at the end of the day are just cosmetics, whether that is you getting them from missions, buying them in shops, or finding them around the map. Slay? Acquired 30 pieces. Oh wow, that's kind of funny. One of the trophies was practically handed to me as I had to personalize a photo in the game's photo mode, which was just taking a picture of my character, editing it with a couple of the options that were given to me, and that's it for that one. Got it. While playing the game normally, you build up skill points which are used to purchase upgrades. You get a trophy once you unlock every throwable in the game, which are just used to harm or distract enemies. I I was wondering how to get that. These next 6 trophies all have to do with one another. On your map, there are different Mongol bases that will show up in red, which means that you have to defeat them, or as they say in this game, liberate them. These trophies took a couple of hours to finish, as it is the same process of defeating enemies over and over again, but I got them all done eventually. Hero of the People. Liberate 12 occupied areas.
But he wants you to go to the store with him. You got a trophy!
That's what I'm trying to do! See ya, good riddance. Peace out. Liberate 8 occupied areas and securing Sanctuary. Liberate all occupied areas in Toyotama. Oh my gosh. Mass eviction. Liberate 7 occupied areas in Kamiya. Got that. A new safe haven. Liberate all occupied areas in Kamigata. Finally. Master Liberator. Liberate the entirety of Tsushima Island. Oh my gosh, it only took me like 10 hours. The nice part about finishing those trophies is that once everything is liberated, the whole map is revealed, which makes it very easy to find the rest of the trophies and their locations. I also got some random trophies such as maxing out my katana. About time the sword is upgraded. Oh.
Your blade is ready.
The perfect storm. Lovely. Performing parries and counterattacks. Oh. Let's go. Flash of Steel. Defeat 20 enemies with a counterattack after a perfect parry. Oh, I've been waiting for that one. And collecting collectibles that I was randomly picking up throughout the game. Yes. Know your enemy. But 20 Mongol artifacts. This trophy took a little bit, as we were now doing the side quests. For these side quests, you were told of an old legend, where once completed, you would receive some mythic ability to aid you in your fight. There are 4 different unique abilities you unlock while doing these quests. The Heavenly Strike, the Dance of Wrath, the Way of the Flame, and the Explosive Arrow. There are also a couple of other mythic tales where you get suits of armor, but after you complete them all, you get the trophy. Teller of Tales. Oh, we followed the mythic tales. Took a little bit. We got there. I got another trophy for discovering a sword kit in the middle of nowhere, which I'm kind of surprised that I got this late into the game, because they're scattered everywhere around the map. Ooh. Okay. Lost and found. Discover a pillar burner and collect its sword kit. These next 4 trophies were each a bunch of quests that were grouped up for different characters in the game that we had to help out. Once you finished helping them with their quests, you got a trophy for each and every one. Wow. The Vengeful Warrior. Oh, thank the Lord! It's done. Yes, another trophy. The Unbending Archer. Oh, just another lovely trophy. The Headstrong Thief. There's a mechanic in this game called Standoff, where a couple of enemies will come at you, and if you time the attack button, you will insta-kill all in your way. To get the trophy, you have to unlock some items to kill the maximum amount at once. Oh no, I might be golden on this one. 3. Come on, one more. There we go. There it is. All in the wrist. Defeat the maximum amount of enemies within a single standoff. About time. Now this trophy was a little funny because I had to complete every duel in the game, so every one-on-one encounter. Now I have to say for this one it was kind of funny because this was just the last one I ended up having in the game and this is what happened. What?
Wait, I don't want to die. I surrender.
That was the last duel? Oh my gosh.
Tell me who you really are.
That can't be the last duel. That's actually hilarious. That last duel wasn't even a duel. That's crazy. This trophy was one of the longer ones to get, but that's because you had to get the max level on your character, which you were bound to get at some point. The Ghost of Legend. Build your legend to earn the title Ghost of Tsushima. That one took, I think, 30 hours. There it is. This trophy was by far the most painful for me because this was every side quest in the game. I'm not going to show you all of them or even any of them because there's no point. It's the same thing over and over again. All you need to know is that there are 68 of them and each one averages around 10 minutes. No way. Okay. Helping Sword Hand complete all Tales of Tsushima. Oh, there were so many. Finally. Now this trophy definitely had me covering the most ground, as I had to find every hot spring, haiku, a Nari shrine, and bamboo strike in the game. To explain briefly which each one of those are, the hot springs are natural springs found around the map that you take a quick bath in, reflect on your life, and receive a little extra health after you are done. The haiku is a little poem that you write up, and after you are done reciting it, you get a cosmetic for your character. The Nari shrine are different shrines where you have to follow a fox that will lead you straight to it, and then when you get there, you bow and it then gives you a charm which is used to buff your weapon and or character. And finally, the bamboo strike is where you have to hit the correct buttons displayed to get some resolve, which is used for healing or using special attacks. Oh, body, mind, and spirit. Complete all hot springs, haiku, and Nari shrines, and bamboo strikes. Yes. For this one, you had to equip 6 different charm slots, which is the maximum amount of charms you can equip in the game, and once you do that, you get a trophy. A charming man. Equip a charm in all 6 slots. This one did not take long. There are 8 lighthouses spread out around the map. All you have to do is go up to them, light them, and you get the trophy after you light the last one. This was my favorite trophy because it required you to scale different mountains and cliffs that were located around the map. At the top was a tiny shrine, which once you got there, you received a charm. The best part about this trophy, though, was how beautiful the game looks when you were so high up and could see everything that was around you. 3, 2, 1. Find and honor all of the Shinto shrines on Tsushima. Let's go. This trophy took me a while because it required you to find 2 special merchants and buy at least one thing from their shops, which sold unique cosmetics, which were called the white and black dye merchants. And for the life of me, I was not able to find them until the end of the game. But eventually, I ended up seeking them out.
The Mongols.
Boom, baby.
They face death.
Monochrome Masters. Purchase an item from the black and white dye merchants. And finally, I got to the last trophy that I needed while exploring the map, which was collecting the last collectible that was required. Oh, I didn't mean to collect that. Avid reader. Collect 20 records. Boom. That took a long time. Now comes the last part, which was getting the last remaining hidden trophies. I have no idea how you are supposed to get these trophies without looking them up, but you will see what I'm talking about. For example, this trophy was so random that even if I tried to do it myself, I never would have found it. It required for you to put on a specific outfit, which consisted of 2 pieces of armor, a sword kit, and a dye for your armor. I didn't even have the last part of the set, which was a headband. How in the world was I supposed to know it was on top of a random temple on a huge map, but we found it eventually. Yeah, freaking right. Give it to me. Oh, wow. Cooper Clan cosplayer. Dressed up as a legendary thief. This trophy took me longer than it should have, as all I had to do was kill someone by knocking them off of a cliff. But every time I did it, they barely survived or it didn't count the trophy. Huh? You guys want a little more? Come on. Oh, he's dead. Yeah! Have a nice fall, baby. Kill an enemy with fall damage by knocking them off a ledge. Oh, so sad. So sad. If we just rolled, we would have been good. Oof. Yeah, that's tough. This one I accidentally stumbled upon. All I had to do was play a flute by a friend's grave, and I so happened to pass right by one on my way to do the last trophy. Taco's grave? Wait, is this the trophy that I just found it? Oh. Dirge of the Fallen Forge. I did not even mean to get this one. Play the lament of the storm in a friend's grave. I just accidentally stumbled across a grave. Holy cow. And finally, the time we have all been waiting for, the final trophy. For this one, you had to go in front of 10 posts with a symbol that was indicating for you to bow. And then an animation would play in the area, which looked really cool. Whoa. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Got fishes. And I see the last one right over there. That is our platinum trophy. I feel like I should wear something special for the occasion. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's wear something special. Much better. I feel like I can actually beat the game now. Oh my gosh. 40 hours leads to one more bow. What a great way to end. Oh, this game has been awesome. Okay, enough waiting. Oh, I'm just so happy it's over. Okay, here we go. For the Platinum Trophy. Bow. Honor the Unseen. Bow to 10 hidden altars across Tsushima. Living Legend. It's done. Oh my gosh, obtain all the trophies. I did it. Oh my gosh, it's done. You're telling me this is what I get for beating the game? Are you kidding me? Look how sick this is. A game that rewards you for actually beating it. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I really appreciate each and every one of you that stuck around till the end. And if you enjoyed, leave a comment saying what game I should platinum next. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. I hope you all enjoyed. Have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.